Hey there, Taka here. I know I'm kinda late to the party, but I just got my first 3DS in 2018, a new 2DS XL specifically, and I've had the opportunity to play a whole bunch of different games since I got it. So, I decided to review every single 3DS game that I played in 2018. Problem is, there's a whole lot of them. So what I decided to do was review each and every one of these games in 10 seconds or less, all in one video. It's time for some rapid fire reviews. Here we go! What would have been a great classic style RPG is ruined by the fact that you were required to play through a large chunk of the game a full 5 times in order to complete it. Less repetitive than the first game, but combat isn't as fun because most of the jobs are gimmicky garbage. Still pretty decent though. Japan-only rhythm game that's just as fun as its predecessors. You can play any instrument, but it's all in MIDI. Now has Vocaloid support for vocals, so that's nice. I've never really been a fan of the series, but it's pretty decent. Not as much depth as other fighting games, though. It's like if you put combat in Animal Crossing. Tons of stuff to do in multiple ways to go about doing it. Don't let the simple title fool you, this game is great. It's basically Gauntlet if it were a tower defense game, and the tower was an anime waifu princess. Really simple, yet surprisingly fun. Well, this here's a kind of Mega Man clone, except you're a cowboy. Pretty darn fun, but shorter than the life of an outlaw. Not the best rhythm game on the system. Song selection isn't great and it's a bit on the easy side. You might like it if you're really into Vocaloid though. More like Kingdom Hearts Dream dropped in 10 minutes. Worst game in the series by far. The monster raising system ruins everything. Not as gimmicky as you might expect. The robot suit fits into the game really well and is really fun to use. One of the best Kirby games in years. Pretty standard Kirby stuff. Not quite as good as Robobot, but still pretty enjoyable. It's no Mario Kart DS, but it's still one of the better games in the series. If you like any other Mario Kart games, get this. I never played the original version, but this game was overall really good, with a few annoying sections. Not as good as Bowser's Inside Story, though. A fantastic remake of Metroid 2, which I also liked, by the way. There's a few minor issues, but it's still definitely worth your money. An awful Mega Man clone. It's short, easy, and linear, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Now this is a Mega Man clone, better than every game it features characters from. Great level design and incredible weapon customization. The best 2D Mario game since Super Mario World, and one of the best even if we include the 3D games. Unpopular opinion, I know. Not exactly my favorite region, but this is an overall great remake with very few flaws. If you get one Pokemon game on 3DS, get this one. A better story than the Ultra versions, but less content overall. It's very similar to the Ultras though, so I'd say just skip these and get those. Very fun, but even more linear than most other Pokemon games, and almost all the new Pokemon are awful. Still worth getting though. One of the weaker entries in the main series, but it's still not bad. Probably the easiest games in the series though. Horrible, annoying level design with tons of invisible crap to collect. Tries to be Yoshi's Island, but fails horribly. Cute graphics though. Absolutely amazing RPG with a great story and incredible battle system. Tons of crap to do, so you're definitely going to need a guide. It's Ridge Racer! Ridge Racer! But for real, this game is awesome and the second best racer on 3DS behind Mario Kart. You too can make games that no one will ever play. Stick with VX Ace or MV. Heck, MV even has a DLC pack with Festa's assets in it. It's decent, but the console and PC version is much better. You may as well just stick with the 3D classics instead. I've never been the biggest fan of Star Fox, but it's pretty decent. Very short, though. One of the weaker Mario games, in my opinion. The levels are just boring and lack variety. Get New Super Mario Bros. 2 instead. Hey Nintendo, it sure would be great if we could share levels online, huh? Morons. Who the heck decided it would be a good idea to put rails on Monkey Ball stages? Way too easy. It's Smash! It's amazing! What else needs to be said? If you have a 3DS and don't have a Switch, buy this game. Period. It's just an outdated version of Street Fighter 4. Pass on this and get Ultra Street Fighter 4. It could be worse though, it could be Street Fighter 5. One of my favorite RPGs ever. Do yourself a favor and get this game. While you're at it, get a guide. You'll need it unless you want to miss every side quest. I'm not even that big of a fan of Dragon Quest music, but this game is incredibly fun. More balanced difficulty than the Final Fantasy version, but weaker song list. Just about everything I ever wanted in a Final Fantasy rhythm game, except the graphics are hideous. The difficulty is occasionally a bit too easy or too hard, though. A great twist on a classic. Does just about everything right, and honestly, I think it's better than A Link to the Past. Please don't hurt me. It's Ocarina of Time, so of course it's fantastic. Still, I wish they brought more new content to the game besides just upgraded graphics. It's basically WarioWare, but with NES games. It's pretty fun, and I love a lot of these games, but I feel like they could have done more with this. All these years of WarioWare games, and you still can't skip cutscenes. But yeah, this game, as always, is stupidly fun. And that's about it. That is every 3DS game I played in 2018. I hope you enjoyed hearing my brief opinions on these games, and I'd like to hear from you as well. Tell me which of my reviews that you agree or disagree with. Tell me which 3DS games are your favorites. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Anyway, I'm going to go get back to playing more 3DS games, and maybe I'll have another couple dozen to review next year. See you guys next time. Bye bye.